Yeah, there would be an intro today, but I'm kind of eating because I haven't eaten since 7 in the morning and it's now already like 8 at night. And also, everybody, or not everybody, pretty much like everyone but two people just joined the fucking Discord. So, I, I was gonna see, my whole day today is fucked up because I was supposed to get home nice and early, like an hour or two ago, talk about the patch notes, whatever, just kind of spend some time shitting it up, having a little fun. Let me test Streamlabs. I feel like I didn't properly fucking do it, and if Streamlabs doesn't work, then fuck it. Then the alerts don't work. Oh well. I get the feeling like they're not gonna work because I didn't reboot properly. Nope. All right, perfect. So that's not happening, but whatever. The chat should still work, right? Let's see if I do this and I find. Oh, there you go. Never mind. Is Kazuma Kiryu 84 subscribed already? Oh shit, Kazuma Kiryu, the 84. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate it. What happened before is there was kind of a glitch where it started showing everyone who'd subbed to me. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, the schedule today is pretty much going to be, we're gonna raid. I don't anticipate raid taking too long. And by the way, I did test it. It does seem to work. So apparently everything did kind of work out, which is pretty sweet. We're gonna do raid. It'll be the 4 tiers like usual. I'm tired today, so I'm not doing any crazy shit tonight. And then after that, I'm gonna talk about the patch notes. The patch notes that they released the preliminary editions of. There's a lot of stuff on there I want to give my opinion on. Which, by the way, also, Kazuma Kiryu, you, I think you're the first person to actually trigger the alerts, unless I bungled it somehow. I'm not sure if that was me or what happened with that. Maybe I did fix it by signing in properly. But yeah, big ups. I appreciate that. What else was I gonna say? After patch notes, I will see if Mr. Gundam Otaku is coming online. If he doesn't get on within a certain time period, I'm just fucking dipping. That's basically the stream. And then tomorrow I'm playing Outer Worlds, if not tonight. I don't think I'm going to do it tonight, because I finally get home. I finally get to be a little lazy. So since I'm not going to play it tonight... Oh shit, tomorrow I'm supposed to do something. I got to check up on that and see if I actually am still going to be able to do it. But, regardless of that, I will be playing Outer Worlds as much as possible. So, and same thing on Sunday. So I'm alright with that. Alright, and with that, I'm just going to drop us in. I'm going to mute myself so I can eat. Oh shit, this is on this soundtrack? Wow. This is Summer Love by Trevor Something, which is actually a really good song. I definitely recommend it. He has a... I think I have his tab open still. I didn't know this was on this Voyage thing. I guess it was. Alright. But yeah, I'm going to eat because I'm fucking hungry, so I'll be back. And when we start.
What was that?
Yes.
We're plugging a caster, so it's free for all for loot.
Bard.
Sorry, Bard. Jin, why are you a level 80 scholar?
Huh?
Is there something you're telling me?
No.
I'll give you the spot.
Please don't.
Whose are you getting on?
I'm rushing to eat. I'm logging in now. I don't want to track pizza grease all over my shitty keyboard. I think I have enough materials anyway for food and whatnot.
Weed. Weed. Stay off the weed. You want to sit there and stay on the weed. Stay off the weed. Stay off the damn weed.
I love the way
And
this
they
man says
don't
weed.
Listen. Stupid.
Stay off the damn weed. God bless him. I don't even like sports. I'm just a fan of him. That's the honest truth. I don't even like fucking sports. Alright. He's gonna invite me. I'm still not done eating. I'm not even close to being fucking done. Turn on my controller. I hope my controller doesn't fuck up tonight. We only got 2 more fucking days of this shit. And then after that, we're done. Making Eden great again is over. For real. Like, for real, for real.
You're welcome.
Talking to you, Nick. Whatever. I was talking to Nick. For that part. Too many people. Dude just walked up and said, "Hey, wanna come to my wedding?"
You did that to me too. I told him we were raiding. When his wedding is. Is it Dante?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I also told him we're raiding.
With the other guy that also said no.
Mm-hmm.
Where is this so I can get rejected? I can reject him too.
Limsa.
Was it? Is it resurrection?
Yeah, and if you want, put up there Bard or Melee. Like non-Dragoon, because I could just go Bard. So that if we get to E1-4S, I can need the bow. Rather than, if it drops, rather than potentially lose it to a pug.
Yep.
That's fair.
I'll just make it up as we go along, you know.
Uh-oh. Duty complete.
Thank you.
Why'd you slap that random guy?
Why not? There you go, Guts.
Oh hey, there's a guy from Fairy Call casting Glare.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll figure it out.
You're gonna have
Just
to bait.
don't pitch. Just don't pitch.
What?
You're baiting the things, remember?
Yeah.
And then you bait South Orb too for rotating. Which I don't think you have an issue with.
Wipe my hand off.
Gross.
It's Domino's!
Ugh, gross.
Look, I'm sorry I don't eat rich food like you guys.
Yeah, eat Wingstop like a rich person.
What the hell's Wingstop?
Dude, just eat church like I do.
Church's chicken?
Yeah.
Never seen one.
I thought
Exactly,
he said
that's how
something
ghetto
like
I am.
super sacrilegious over here.
That's like, wow.
Hey, I'm
Alright.
a communist. What did you expect?
Thanks, Puck.
Where's stupid? Oh, I don't have ACT up. That would explain everything. Oh, it's that time of week again.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Here we go again. Same old shit, dog. Just a different day. Here we go again. The man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
I wonder if he's checked our gear yet.
Sure, I'll take him over if he's seen smokers.
Yeah, that's basically the final part of the fight. Feels good.
Alright, so Spinda, where does Spinda go?
No, fucking cool.
He goes northeast.
Move to your spots for orbs.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Go for orb, sorry.
wait for.
You also
orbs.
bait.
This is the one that.
Well, I'm south, but I guess I'll go west.
Yep.
Wait. Okay. What is this for?
Orbs.
Oh, okay. Orbs. Okay. No, everything's fine.
Yeah, the 8-way.
So I'll just stay with you for Delta then.
Okay. You want to stay with me for tank split as
Alright.
well?
Yeah, that's fine.
Tank split?
Okay. So I'm up here for Delta attack. I'm up here for the orb bait.
Yep.
I'm also like baiting the puddles in this general area.
I
Okay.
think you're stack 2.
And south or blazer bait.
Yeah, so I'm stack on the right side, and then I'm north for the DPS.
Alright.
Oh, and south spinny.
Yeah, south spinning.
Yep.
All right, call that out for me because I'll forget the south spinny.
Alright.
Obviously, I'll try not to, but
Do I have echo? Oh, okay. Never mind.
I mean, I know sometimes we can be bad, but we can't be that bad.
Given the count. Oh wait, I'll wait for Celine. My bad.
No, don't worry about it.
All right, given the count. I'm glad nobody did anything.
Jim's lucky today, cause it's non-monk.
Well, I already regened him, so too bad.
What? Hello? Just dropped off old GCD, but okay.
I think I pulled him. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna wait till after flare. Okay.
Remember, watch for tank.
Superbolite. I got it. Oh shit. I'll take left.
Yeah. Remember, we're taking them to the middle, so
Yep. Don't forget stands. That was pretty bad of me.
This ninja sucks.
They're full deep shot.
Nailed it.
How long does they do their mechanics?
This man was a bona
Yeah,
fide
that
scrub.
sucks.
He can't play. No disrespect whatsoever, but I'm sorry to tell everybody the truth. The man cannot play the game.
If you take Steph Curry,
When spots are gone, so it's just
something
great shit.
is wrong with you.
yes!
you say that. You say that. But I have never gotten pots from him. Literally never. So
Dude, he literally gave me a stack of 120.
he doesn't give me shit. He doesn't want to give tanks anything.
I immediately dislike him.
Sure.
I bumped, by the way.
Yep.
Get to your side. Go front.
Yeah, you're with me.
You have to look a little close. Wow.
Behind. That's GPS.
Oh, that was a wasted sentinel. Whatever.
This is gonna be Bates Cats.
Thank you.
Yep.
That's scary.
You want me to take him back for you? Color?
Yes. Yeah.
Provoked.
Someone told the ninja that I think.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
I don't know if I have time for this.
You're probably down.
Oh, buys out.
Worth it.
I mean, those are
Died
not-
for his sins.
It
No,
wasn't
he died
quite
for
straight
their
up
sins.
people.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, hey, a belt.
I almost had enough time.
Nah, don't need it anymore. Let's see, I need a necklace
It's fumed.
then. Tell me if anybody else is rolling. I'm going to pass him.
I'm rolling on the belt. I needed
Alright.
it.
I'm
I mean-
passing on the belt.
We're needing everything?
Yeah, it is neat if you want
Sounds
it.
good. Sure. 13. Now that's a good start. What is this called?
Oh, that's a lot of damage!
Oh,
Wow.
I'm gonna go get water. I'll be right back.
That's
Look who's
bullshit.
typing.
That's such bullshit, honestly. A 96. You know what? I rolled a 96 on my fucking titanium mount. I'm not gonna complain for a little bit. I'll start complaining, I don't know, copied factory.
Wow, I felt like that run was better for me.
That was one of the worst runs I've ever done.
How'd I do?
You did pretty good.
You did good. You got a 75, yeah.
I had to stop and think about what buttons I was gonna push because I am deleted today.
Wait, what was posted?
I'm posting it right now.
Oh no, I just know I dropped buttons.
Wait.
Do we want to get Spin back?
Yeah.
Did I just tie with Sminda's run from last?
Probably.
Huh.
Dang, Color, good job with the 85. I know you want more, but
I just feel like it should have been higher. I didn't fuck up once that entire run. But,
it'd be higher if we had Guts on Bonk and
yeah, you would have more physical
Spin
buff.
dash.
well,
I actually feel so bad. I could have done really well. That first
And
half of the fight
Color,
was
dude,
garbage.
Color, I took a look at your HPs. Like, if I don't heal you, you're
that was,
going
yeah,
to
you guys, that's scary there.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, I'm like 75 is pretty much as high as I can go if I want to play it safe. Like I can push it more, but any higher than that, and there's
If-
the chances
if
of
we
me
really
dying
wanna,
go up.
if we really want to push it, just make me chat heal for one time for 1 week. Then you can just DPS.
No
for
chat
later on.
healing. It's way worse
Nah.
for DPS. I actually like you at 90 and me in 75 is a perfect spot. It's good. It's good. It doesn't bother me at all.
I had to use a few more medica, and I had to save Color.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. I was gonna save him if you
Okay,
didn't.
he's not leaving, so fine.
Cutler, just as a question, because the Paladin rotation is way too fucking tight in my opinion. When you're like, if you have to move and do mechanics or anything, do you, and like obviously that kind of throws stuff out of line because you don't have perfect uptime anymore. How do you resolve that? Like, do you just
Your own better
for
than
like,
your correctly as
yeah.
bad.
just?
Well,
I don't know.
yeah, I don't do that because I haven't been playing enough to actually learn it. But the way the good ones are doing is they're changing around how they use their atonements. So they're holding an atonement out of fight or flight, and then accounting for that later in the rotation. Like I said, I haven't been doing that because
That's
I haven't had the time to
complex.
care.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I think I'll avoid that class. 2 DPS burst window things is too much for me. I'm small brained. I like one or none.
I mean, one of them's pretty much nothing. Like, Holy and Confettier isn't a DPS window.
Yeah, but you have to
No,
count your
well-
holy spirits.
I just go based off mana, to be honest.
I don't. I'm an ex-warrior main. I never look at MP or count my fell cleaves. I just do it till I can't push it anymore. Good times. And I'm never going back to that class.
Yeah, basically, I think you hold the third atonement, and then you have to hold it again the next time it comes up. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like it that much because I just can't adjust like that.
It matters a lot this tier because bosses jump a lot for whatever reason, especially earlier in fights.
I have to hold my no mercy in Leviathan. I sometimes forget and I just don't care, but I don't know if that's best strat for holding DPS to hold it or not, but it's annoying to have him jump in the middle of my big combo.
If you can't get all your skills off in the No Mercy,
Yeah,
it's better
that-
to hold.
Especially
Unless
since
you end up losing a No Mercy. If you lose a No Mercy later because of it, it's better to just pop and get a shitty one.
yeah, I could look into that. I just know that I don't get the full duration of Sonic Blade, and I also don't finish the whole, like, what is it, 12 GCDs or whatever. Like Sonic Blade, he'll jump and then it's got like 15 or something seconds left. And plus, it just lines up a bit better with potions later in the fight. I don't know. I should play Dark Knight. I'm
So
quitting.
guess what do you think about the admin change for mod?
I didn't really look at it.
So whenever you press an admin, it triggers your GCDs now.
Does it matter that much? I mean, for the opening when you're fishing, yeah, but
It feels like shit.
It's shit.
Do you still
you're
want to
gonna have
fish?
you're going to have to hold it for the entire GCD now, because there's no reason to cancel it.
So it's still better to do it, even though it takes GCD?
I think people are gonna try and pre-pull it.
but how can you pre-pull if it
Start
only works in
casting it.
combat?
Well, you can cast it out of combat, and
But
you
it
go
does-
into combat as soon as somebody pulls.
Oh.
So you just keep channeling it.
So there's
Nice.
probably gonna be a sweet spot where Kets has to do the countdown.
All right, sure, I'm okay with that.
You know what it is? That's no longer play monk.
Kets is going ninja hard.
I mean, but so what do you use Perfect Balance for then? You don't use it for your opener?
No.
Oh.
Well, yeah, an opener, but not for like building greased
You
lightning
keep your
stacks. I mean,
stacks throughout like every fight except for E1. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure.
okay. Because
you can actually blow. I've been doing that for the last couple runs, and it ended up with better. Actually, using Tornado Kick at sometimes, like in Leviathan for that first tsunami where he's gone for like ever, and you have a guaranteed save spot. You can just channel an Atman for like 3 whole ticks there.
Does it give you more than one grease lightning stack?
Yeah, you just keep channeling it, and every server
use
tick
it
you
in, like,
get.
Titan,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get all the way back to full if you have the time.
I just know that if you're out of combat, it doesn't give you anything and it doesn't stop your form timer, but obviously at that point you're in combat, so it doesn't matter. I like the ability. It's pretty sweet. And Infinite Blood of the Dragon now.
They reduced Blood of the Dragon time.
Yeah, so now it's always up. You could always stim
Hey.
yourself.
Shouldn't be dropping it anyways, but
I mean, like, if the boss is gone, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
shouldn't be spamming the button.
Mashing buttons is my specialty.
Oh, it's go time? Yeah, it's go time.
It's good.
Yes.
Are we there yet?
No.
What was I gonna do again? There we go.
Is someone up to Titan on their alt? On the server?
What?
Someone up to Titan on the server? Like on an alt or something?
What's up?
That'd be the only way we can skip 3.
No, I need the page
Let's
from
do 3. It's super easy.
Yeah, I'm with them.
It's just tilting.
I'd say this is like definitely the last week, or I don't know.
1 more week.
Yeah,
Jin regen.
for 4.
Regen, Jin. Jin regen. Regen.
uh,
Jin. Hey,
uh.
listen. Watch out.
I will rescue you off the fucking cliff!
Do it, no balls.
Don't tempt him, you will.
Don't do it.
You just pass giving fucks at this point. I really need us to clear this. I have to pick up my wife in 45 minutes, so let's go.
Alright, so let's go. Give him the count. Okay.
Yeah, just don't reach in him next fight. Already.
Veil's up.
Knockback. Protein. Bus for A-Wing.
Reprising.
Flares in 15.
Flares.
Moving. Okay.
Uh,
It should be. Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna move.
I'm going east. I is west.
What? I'm literally looking away. I said it.
You can take it back whenever you want.
Provoked.
Wait, dark.
Cynthia on the field.
Virgin after. Bitch.
Wow. Sick.
Side.
Veil's up.
Knockback.
Poked.
Flares in 20.
Sure. I'll take him.
Buster.
Reprisal.
Flare 25 seconds.
all good. I already fucked up this run anyway.
Same.
Thank you.
Rodian. Someone will be when you're ready.
Oh, I was contemplating the LB.
To be honest, same thing.
I never get to use it.
Two boots, by the way.
I'm enrolling need on the coding because that's literally the last thing I need.
I've had since you let me get it the last last week.
Someone's rolling on everything because I'm not taking this.
I'm taking the second boot.
All right, cool, perfect.
Then I would like to roll for the first.
Go for it.
All right,
Just
Roll
go
lead on him.
Okay, just roll me.
I'm greeting the tome, and that's it for me. I'm not gonna stop to upgrade, so we can just keep going.
I need to restart because
Oh,
I
okay,
go like
perfect then.
Ashley fucks me. I don't have it up.
That
Because,
actually
I was
works
like,
out.
how the fuck did I get hit by that shadow eye? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
I
was
was-
looking the other way.
All right, cool.
I actually think I did pretty good on that one.
God, dude, I could have had like a 98. God damn it, dude. Fuck.
I'm not beating color. It's not fun anymore.
I mean, I'm just happy to get purple parses. Honestly, I felt like I was doing really bad lately.
If my parses are colored, I'm okay.
Oof.
I'm becoming a Dark Knight main after this week.
Easy class, easy parts.
Yeah. Living Shadow, do all the work for me.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having TBN, to be honest.
Wait, what? How do I turn this on? There we go.
Just never having to use cooldowns ever again.
Right?
Yeah, but Dark
Knight's
Mind
so
is
good.
fucking. I wish
I think
Dark
it's the
Mind.
best proc tank, to be honest.
Yeah, it's always been though, because it's always had like shit ton of mitigation.
I'll never forget that the first freaking ultimate was beaten with a Dark Knight main, and his
Yep,
reason
and
was
we
'cause he-
despaired it would never get buffed. Good times. Oh no, they weren't good times. They were awful.
That's fucking nasty.
For what it's worth, I miss Soul Survivor.
Even though
Wait,
the thing
which one was that one?
The one where
Is that the
you
one that-
mark an enemy for death.
Oh, the thing that you did nothing? It
Yep.
Just, oh,
Why the hell are they changing ninja? Like, I'm
Because-
sorry.
like Kets was holding that in. Kets been
dot.
holding that in.
I was
Wow.
surprised Kets didn't blow up about this before.
I think they don't want combos.
Nothing wrong with it.
They want to make
Wait,
Ninja
what?
easy.
Like, I don't care. Like, just no.
Cats.
I was on board with every change they made, and then I saw the dot change. I was like, I don't know about that one.
Like,
it's its own button now, right?
Yeah, but not only that, you don't keep it up the whole time anymore. It's just up
Nope.
for a portion of
Just
it.
a
Like, and that's what
portion.
kind of that does.
It's like the Gunbreaker dot.
Oh,
why?
They
like-
they want classes to be easier. That's why Trick Attack can now be done from any direction.
Okay,
I
I'm
mean
on
that's
board
a
with
good
that
change,
one.
to be
I-
honest.
I
That
liked-
one is a good change.
I like True North. It felt cool. It's like, oh, you
No,
pop True
I-
Yeah,
North.
but
I
wasting
think
it on
you
trick
should-
attack?
Yeah, you shouldn't have to pop it just because you're using Trick Attack. You have to drop it takes.
Like in E9S, you had to use it at the opener because
It
you
was
did.
only an issue because you had so many other buttons to press. and
Yeah.
Tank was an ass and didn't know where the hell to face it. Then you'd have to use an input.
Nervous
I'm True
sweating
North,
intensifies.
I don't know. Like that one, like it's the same difference to me.
Can we upload that part, by the way?
Yeah, it's in Discord.
I'm
Oh, do you want
gonna-
it uploaded?
Can we upload it? It's a
I'm
nice
so
I mean,
pissed. I'm
they've been
so
decent.
pissed.
At least you didn't die.
I fucking may as well have.
Well, at least you're not like color getting a debuff like that.
What the fuck's
I
that
got
supposed
hit
to
with
mean, Jim?
sugar.
I dropped Soulman up there. Why are you
I'm going to say.
watching what I'm doing? You should be
I'm
focusing on what you're doing, not on what I'm doing.
going to say I have to fucking heal twice the amount now because of that.
Focus on regenning and not on my fucking debuffs, alright?
Hey, Jen.
Come from now.
Jen. Regen, please. Jen.
Oh, thanks. Okay,
accept
yeah.
it.
He was at the bathroom, I think.
Oh, please.
If I had
No, I'm
fucking
back.
4% more activity, just fucking easy parts.
Alright, Color. You're
What's up?
first, I'm second, split, and,
Yep.
alright, sounds good.
Oh, I fucking hate
Let
this
me,
thing.
let me check my controller battery, just in case. Because this fight does weird shit to my computer. Medium.
I freeze on this fight sometimes.
Yeah,
Just how
Same.
particles.
with the
tend to
swirling
line up or something.
in the background.
Yeah,
it
I always have a
slows my
gravity
PC.
low whenever I play this one.
And I don't know why either. It's not like my 300 Chrome tabs are doing anything, right?
Jesus Christ, man.
Alright,
Don't.
ready.
Oh, fuck. Please don't pull.
I'm
Okay, thank God.
stupid. Okay, good. My stupidity saved us.
I'm gonna count down.
Yeah.
Take off tank stance.
No, we both go in tank.
Oh, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Huh?
I'll shirk you in my opener.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn it, Sal.
What the fuck? This is insane lag?
Oh, this was so much better.
Let me know if you're gonna take it.
I'm so good, it's just my Fireflight popped when it shouldn't have. I always think C is one of those circles.
Provoked. Superbolide. Yep.
I'll vote off you.
Thank you.
Healing.
Okay. What?
I'm fucking dead. I can't understand why I can't do this mechanic, man.
I got color. Well, after this.
I'll reprisal this one. Nice.
Big bubbles. Big heal. Big heal. Oh.
Front of me. Jerry, you have to get cleansed in your race.
What else is it?
Cleansed. It's alright.
Healer LB if you need it.
Yes, heal LB. After
Just
this.
need to after.
Go ahead.
I'll reprisal the second one.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm awake.
I got it. Provoke off me. Yeah.
He's still fine if he gets up in time. Who has the boss right now?
Just min on Era.
Extra heals on Era.
I gave him just min. Alright, way to go up.
Dirt bait.
Maybe here.
Superbolide. Superbolide's over. That thing.
Double.
It's alright.
It's clear.
Yep, it's alright.
I don't understand what killed me there. Like, I was fine. It's
You
just
were...
not-
You had your
You
baby
gotta get
toe in
quiet.
it. Anyway.
Your HP hit 0.
Very true.
When you die, Dirt, the debuff doesn't go away. It stays on your body.
No, I get that. I just don't understand why I died the first time, which was weird.
What
Like-
do I need? Sorry.
And
For ult, if you need it, just need on it.
Yeah, I gotta pull up the red mage.
Wait, I thought everyone's bis already, so we're just needing on it.
For ult,
for
yeah.
all.
Okay, great.
Sorry. I'm
Only
sorry,
for
whatever.
secondary. If you're doing like a third, I'll fucking kill you.
Why can't I find my
Oof.
the red mage one? Here it is. I'm sorry. I gotta
Pants are mine now.
breeches or pants. Oh what? Oh well. I'll roll need on it anyway.
Can I roll need on the solvent for my
Yeah,
for my
Just
jobs?
roll need.
All right. I'm passing on this.
If you need it, roll need.
Yep. Pass. I'm done.
Wait.
Actually, I'm gonna agree that. No, okay. I don't really care. If it's
Wait.
whatever. Because copied factory is gonna
I
give
don't
me.
know see
A,
what that parse was for me.
That was 98. That's being
For me.
uploaded.
Damn
Yeah.
it to hell! The one
Wait,
time
for
I
who?
freaking died.
I got 98.
beautiful. All right.
I don't even care that I'm at a 17, to be honest. I deserve it.
I don't. Whatever. I don't care.
Fuck
I
this
was really feeling it at one
site's
point.
fucking
But
bullshit.
yeah.
That LBM.
I mean, I said we should skip it. No,
Hey.
How'd you get a 17 color?
I
You
died.
Oh, okay, like I did.
'Cause
Yeah.
I'm a
It's
fucking
all
idiot.
good. I don't really care.
I'm sorry, but that's getting uploaded. So.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
fine.
that's
go for it.
fine, dude. It's a 98.
I don't mind having shit bosses.
I'm gonna learn left and right one day, and you'll all see.
I just run to the back, and I leave myself enough room to sprint to the other side. I know
Oh,
there's
if
the.
you hear me say anything right there, no, it's right. Because I only call out left now.
Yeah, okay. It's just,
All right.
I don't know what it is. There's too many particle effects. I get too excited. I don't know.
Let me
Just shut down.
Let me pull up my Titan spreadsheet. All right. Check
Remember
food.
16 seconds?
Check inventory space. 16 seconds. I'm gonna ready check
We
that
did
first.
this.
Didn't
for
read
some
it.
spots.
Didn't read.
And color stance.
Didn't read, and it's not sticking for some reason.
Wow, you're right.
Good job.
Cats.
All right. I'm gonna give the count. Everyone check food.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right. Good. Oops.
sell food.
Jen, you're gonna start with low mana. What are you doing?
What must be done?
What?
Who's calling me? Sure. Surprising.
Fucking God. AoE Lion Slay.
It's a little off. It shouldn't matter, but be ready.
Oh my god, he's baited me.
Veil's out.
It's fast.
Watch for tank cluster.
I almost jumped off the
You can
map.
blue into the party, just so you always know if I get it.
Okay.
Healers understand that?
Yep, got healed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not LB if you think about it.
All reprisal.
Bailed out.
Right, sir. Fruits.
I almost ran out of that, not gonna lie.
Reprisal.
Healers get ready.
From on the left.
Stir it first. Great.
Bails out.
Reprisal. Might have been a second too early.
Right, sir, right. Groups.
Bails out.
Puzzle.
Megalith in 10.
With you.
Get back. Blue is going left.
We're back.
I'll get the reprisal when he comes out.
Yep.
Here we go.
I have reprisal here.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I saw it up, so I'm just gonna go for it.
It's fine. I'll be last.
Left and right.
Somebody run through. Stay away from tank. Easy week.
Yep. One clear everything. Feels good. Ooh! I'm in luck
Yeah, red
tonight.
mage weapon for you.
Feels good.
Hey, if it's 80 and you guys play, just roll.
Yep, that's my ult. Feels good.
If you haven't gotten your secondary weapon, copper is yours.
Oh wait, what's the rule on the?
Chest piece.
If you have a second weapon from rolls,
No, that's my
not
chest
books,
piece.
just from rolls,
Yeah, I
then
don't.
you don't roll on.
Someone's.
Passing on weapon coffer. What's on the rapier? I forgot. Sorry.
If you play it and it's at 80.
Yeah, I
Oh,
play.
okay.
I play red.
Passing.
Yeah.
Wait,
I think
is
Shrews
it someone's
gonna use it,
secondary
Maro.
weapon?
Yeah.
It already has it.
Shrews wants to have it though.
Yeah,
Remember
that
he
did he?
changed it last time?
Did I?
He changed it, didn't
Are
he?
you-
You were like, oh, can I change
I
you?
wrote
it?
it down. He chose. No, he said warrior.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Well, should I pass on it then?
So it's free game.
I mean, it's
Oh.
free.
Yeah, free.
pass on it?
Whatever. Roll on it. Don't
I
care.
already passed it.
Oh, whatever. Fuck
I'm gonna
it.
say.
Someone has rolled on the weapon coffer.
You know it.
All right, passed. Someone rolled on the chest.
Yeah.
Perfect. Pass. Goodbye.
Alright, I already got my secondary weapon, so I will pass on the weapon coffer.
Yeah, I'm done with everything else from now. Feels good.
Hey,
Oh, Cats, you're the only one who rolled for it. You're the one that was in the
Good.
secondary.
Let's go, boys. Easy
Wait,
week. That's
So
what I
that
like
means
to
that
see.
we all got our secondaries, so now we
Yep.
can roll for our tertiaries.
Oh, I want to be a monk, dude. A
Thank you,
monk and then a
Skipper.
dancer.
Oh, come on.
So I think what's going to happen is we're going to do one more week because I think we only need one more mount.
Wait, does Zal get a secondary?
No, he hasn't gotten a secondary. He doesn't have anything else leveled, so right fast.
He's missing them out.
Oh, then the last week Zal should get the last honorary weapon coffer. He can get it for whatever he wants.
Yep.
When he's ready.
Yeah.
Someone, yeah, just write it down.
Just let him know that we've, that's. Figure that's the nice thing to do. Since he's like literally passed on every weapon coffer since.
Sounds good.
So after one more, who needs the mount?
Me?
It's always Cats.
Don't you dare.
Alright, so guys, we're taking a break.
Son of a...
No, we'll go
I
one more
kinda
week.
wanna-
I'll probably take a little bit of a break. Yeah.
Are we running Hades together?
I mean, I'll run
I
it
mean,
with you.
we
Well,
can.
I mean, I'm
Well,
gonna be running it.
If
Probably
you guys
take, like,
want to
5
do
runs.
like, so we can do it after raid next week.
We could even do it on launch day if people are on.
No, I
I'm
can't.
not gonna do
Launch day, I'm gonna do the story and the copied factory, maybe, and that's it. Because I have
yeah.
Gotta
My
be-
life,
That one existed.
my life is going to become utter hell for the next 10 days, so.
What was it again?
Then I might be without a job. So, let's all find out.
Oh, that's not good.
I mean, I think he's a low key wanting to not have that job.
Hey.
So, wouldn't be the worst thing.
Right now, I'm kind of playing a game of chicken with my employment.
That's fun.
I
But
think
yeah.
bringing the whole fucking operation down.
Oh, shattered.
Yeah.
Because he's a rebel.
Well, I'll say this.
No,
It was
Worse,
good runs.
I'm a bureaucrat.
You need me for anything else, or? Alright, because I'm gonna...
Yeah, we're
I
running
have to-
Hades right now.
I have to go talk about the, what's it called? The stupid preliminary patch notes, because I didn't get a chance to talk about that at all.
It is so fucking long.
And it's
There are
been
so
burning a
many.
hole in my fucking head all day. I'm sitting in
Sure.
class just wanting to talk about it. But yeah, no, I like it. One pull everything. Feels good.
Everyone's out.
Yep.
It is all pieced out.
Yeah, dude, it's clock out time. No, but seriously, thanks guys.
very
I'll talk
spooky.
with you next week. Peace.
Uh,
Well, that was much better than I thought it would go. Feels pretty good. Let me see. Where's this dude? Wait, what time is it? Oh, fuck. It's only 9:16? Oh, this dude ain't gonna be on for the fucking longest. I could talk about this shit as long as I fucking want. God damn. I could legitimately talk about this for a long time. So anyway, we'll transition here because that was a perfect set of runs. I got 2 weapons, which is pretty nice. What else was I gonna do? There was something I wanted to put in here. Oh yeah, I might as well leave this. Yeah, no, I like that. And I like that, true to how a static should be, we're all gonna get the mount, we're all gonna get a coffer. I think I used my coffer on the summoner weapon. No, gunbreaker weapon. And then I got the red mage weapon. So I did get 1 drop, and then I also did get why am I wagging my finger like Sonic? I did get 1 coffer and 1 drop, so that's fine by me. So yeah, I'm gonna become a Dark Knight main. I'm serious. I like Gunbreaker. I got nothing against Gunbreaker. I don't even know if the skill speed is needed on Dark Knight, to be honest. I think this might be just unnecessary skill speed. Actually, I might... See, I think if I use this, I have to put 1 skill speed meld on it. Because I think the threshold is 550, if I'm not mistaken. Let's actually find out. Oh, great, the loud trumpets. Let's find out. So if I look at my GCD, 2.4, I can't meld this myself yet. That's the next thing I'm going to do. If I'm going to do Ultimate, I got to be able to meld while inside of Ultimate. Or not, no, I can repair, I just can't meld. That's what it is. So if I put this on, will this lower my skill speed? That's not how you check. No, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. I don't know what the threshold is then, off the top of my head. Honestly, I'm tempted to just keep it in there and use this on Warrior. And use the other one on Gunbreaker. I think I might just do that. Do I need it for Dark Knight? I don't know what the Dark Knight best in slot is. I saw once that the Paladin best in slot and the Gunbreaker best in slot and the Dark Knight best in slot, I think, share almost all the gear. I don't know. Direct hit, direct hit, direct hit. Alright, I'll meld direct hit. I can't meld it. I just said I can't meld it, and I'm trying to meld it. You know what sucks? I should have melded the direct hit first. Because it's guaranteed I'm going to use that. Let me be a dumbass and try to pull it out. What? That's not how you pull it out. Come on. Nope. Okay. That's me being stupid. I shouldn't have done that. What is it? Quick arm? It's like the first time I'm actually out of skill speed. And then we'll talk about this for, I don't know, however long it takes. And then I guess we'll kill time until this dude gets on, and then we can fucking play some Final Fantasy, and then that's it. I should technically quit, but because I need to play Outer Worlds, but I want to play, it's been a while since Gundam Otaka. Oh, I'm a fucking dumbass. It's 15 something, right? Yeah, that's what it is. I'm a fucking dumbass. So I don't think... Yeah, actually, no. I have to put the skill speed on. Is that enough, actually? I don't even know if a 2.38 is what... Yeah, that's enough. So I just melded that for nothing. I don't think there's any class, any tank class I play. Oops. What is it like this? 2.39. This is the first tier I've actually really paid attention to spell speed outside of my 5 cleaves. Because I actually, having played at 1900 skill speed, I kind of started to notice it. Yeah, whatever. This is the best in slot, pretty much, anyway. Yeah, it doesn't say to replace this. And then obviously for Paladin, I can only imagine that you need that, so whatever. There you go. I'm fully... No, next week I'll be at least 470 on Warrior and Paladin, and I'd like to think I'm Bis and Dark Knight. Probably am. But you know what? I like the static. I like all my statics before they inevitably blow up, but this static seems pretty stable. I think Prague this tier was pretty hard just because I think the game has shifted more towards being incredibly gear-based. Because I noticed that once we got the gear, and Miria also said this to me, once we got the gear, shit was fucking easy. We were popping off. It was all gear-based. Like, once you have the gear, it's a completely different story. So we'll do one more run next week, which will... Where are my pages? Why am I missing an inundation book? I can't remember, whatever. I'll have 4. I think that gives me a free twine. Did I get the tome? Yeah, I did. So that'll give me a free twine. And then I can use that on whatever. And then after that, I think I'm never doing E1 again. That's for certain. Unless for some reason we have raid day and we do it. I'm done with E1. E2 I might do for a few glamour pieces. I might do E4. Because I like E4. I also like this sword. This is a pretty nice sword. It goes with the whole outfit, I think. But I'm going to glamour it back to Kronos. There it is. Yep. So I gotta start looking for ultimate statics. I mean, I know these guys are taking a break, so I don't know. I'll see what I do. I'm not in any particular hurry. So let me pull up. shit. First of all, Mixer. Pull up. Okay. Let's see. I posted it in my own Discord because it's a whole bunch of stuff. So we'll pull this up. Okay. I'm gonna mute my desktop audio because I gotta boot up Opera. Not that that's a problem, but I have like a bunch of tabs open in Opera. So usually when I stream, I reboot before the stream just to make sure that my computer is as fresh as it pretty much can be. So let me take these out. Oh, good lord. I had a whole bunch of stuff to do today before I could come home. It was not fun. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put Outer World in my PlayStation. Because I guess I'm not playing it tonight, so I'll play it tomorrow. Shit. Okay. I don't know anything about this game. The only thing I know about this game is it's made by Obsidian. That's literally the only thing I know about Outer Worlds, period. So, that'll be exciting. And I do mean that. I actually was thinking about this, you know, like the New Vegas playthrough at the time of me playing it. I really enjoyed it, and I'm really kind of hoping this is... I mean, a lot of people have been saying it's good. It's like the Fallout game we never got. Which, in light of Bethesda's amazing outing into the world of Fallout 76, I think that says a lot. Means a lot, too. Why is this not... Oh, Sony, please. I just wanted to use my PlayStation. Don't do this to me. What's even in my PlayStation? Assassin's Creed? If Assassin's Creed is... It is. I haven't used my PlayStation in over a month. Whenever the last Assassin's Creed video went up. Like maybe a day or two before that. Okay. Oh, what was that noise? That was a disgusting snap. Alright, what was I doing? Well, it's not working, so whatever, I don't really care. And then I also gotta check out Spyro. If I go to this... Yeah, no, this is totally not gonna work. Snow? I think I either have to unplug my Ethernet or my HDMI, because I think my PlayStation is throwing a bitch fit. So I need to totally fix that. Where's, why can I not find the thing? The HD PVR capture. Oh, because I'm stupid. There you go. I think it's intentionally being annoying. And I just rebooted too, which is kind of weird. Yeah, it's doing that thing. It's acting like it's 480p. Yeah, this is like my one complaint about the Elgato. I think it's more of a complaint about the PlayStation, because the PlayStation just doesn't like to fucking work sometimes. It just likes to be annoying. And I really kind of hate this console for that. Like, if it encounters any difficulty shutting down, it basically force boots into safe mode, which means that the HDCP activates. Because disabling HDCP on the PS4 is a thing they added later, and the console doesn't naturally do that, so it acts like it has no video signal, which really just means I need to put it through a splitter no matter what I do with it. But that's just annoying. I'm not doing that. It would just be nice if it totally didn't do that. But anyway, let's pull up the thing, the Final Fantasy not live letter, the patch notes, because I was, as I said, I was foaming at the fucking mouth. Unsupported browser, yes, whatever. Opera's an unsupported browser, thank you. Alright. Alright, vows of virtue, deeds of cruelty. Okay. Let's get rid of the cookie policy. Let's mute Final Fantasy. Let's put on some chill music. What's Outrun? We haven't done this. Yeah, no, we have. I only have 9 soundtracks for streams, so it's not exactly a ridiculous amount. Okay, transition. Thank you. Alright. Patch notes preliminary, 5.1. Maybe I should... Oh, I still have that off. Okay, perfect. That kind of worked out, actually. I'll mute this down a bit. I don't know if that's too low. I think it is actually a little too low. There was a lot of... This is long, by the way. So buckle up, because some of this gets pretty fucking good. New main scenario quests have been added. This is totally going to get used. Let me drag that off. I'm totally using that for my Emmett Selk meme posting. Shaken Resolve, which starts at the Rising Stones, and then we have a whole, I think, 8 quests, 10 quests? The quest, The Word About Kamra, can now be found under the Chronicles of a New Era in the Journal tab. New Chronicles of a New Era quest have been added. Once again, it's going to lead into the 24-man. Yorha, The Dark Apocalypse, A Scandal in Kamra, which is why Word About Kamra has to be completed, because Scandal in Kamra takes place after it. It's like 5 quests. New side stories. This quest will become available as you progress through the 5.1 main scenario quest. Custom deliveries. Let's see. Beast tribes for the pixies. A lot of this we already talked about last time I streamed this game, so a lot of it isn't really new per se. Beast tribe daily quests, and yeah, that's the same old. All right, here we get to the new stuff. Players can now revisit previously completed quests and cutscenes via New Game Plus. As you can see, you can basically select it like it's a Netflix show, which is pretty cool. At the moment, it only has Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, and Shadowbringers, and they talk about it down here. After completing the main scenario quest Heaven's Ward, speak to the Wistful Whitebeard in Western Thanalon. In New Game Plus mode, the story is divided into various chapters. As you progress through the game and complete certain quests, new chapters will automatically be unlocked. I can only wonder why Heaven's Ward and Stormblood get 4, but Shadowbringers only gets 2. But yeah, then they say down here, the main scenario of Realm Reborn, class, job, and role quests, Chronicles of New Era quests, and side story quests will be made available in a future update. The reason they cited for a Realm Reborn getting this treatment is because they're redesigning how a Realm Reborn is played. To some degree. I don't know how much they're doing it. Accessing New Game Plus, it'll be duty and then New Game Plus. Upon the final completion of a given chapter, you will automatically exit New Game Plus. You can suspend New Game Plus. This whole thing, they totally didn't have to do it. It's fucking amazing that they did in the first place. So, I got nothing but love for them for New Game Plus. Difficulty of certain instant battles and main scenario quests has been reduced. I can only imagine which ones. Probably Nadam, as you can see. You also have your normal, easy, very easy if you just want to chill and relax and play. As this duty difficult remains unchanged. Gain the power of the Echo, increasing your maximum HP by 50 and then 100%. Also adjusts battle mechanics, enemies, and NPCs. I honestly think they played through every single quest that you can do this for, by the way. The Getsu combo has been added to the actions available when playing as Hien in Swan Song. I can't remember what Swan Song is, if that's the end of Heaven's Ward, or I'm sorry, Stormblood, or if that's when you do Nadam. I don't think it's Nadam, because you play as Y'shtola there. I don't remember which one this is. The parameters of enemies that appear in Arcanist and Summoner quests have been adjusted. That would be interesting to know. Number of items required for Crafter and Fisher Leaves has been adjusted. The maximum store of bicolor gemstones has been increased. It's been doubled to 1,000. The following adjustments have been made to gemstone traders. You can get new items, and the shared fate rank required for certain items has been reduced. The maps have been changed. Grand Company, Free Company. Okay. Wards 19 through 21 have been added. Spriggan and Twintania. Is it Twintania? I have no clue how it's said. Are getting purchasable wards. New furnishings. You can now remain seated while eating and interacting. New mannequins. I like this. This takes me back to when the Heavensward patches would have a million different things come out for them. Look at that fish. That's actually pretty nice, but I'll never get that. New Orchestrion rolls. I imagine it must be for the trials or for Shadowbringers stuff. Maybe Hades Extreme, if that's not already in it. And the copied factory, the Grand Cosmos, spoiler alert. New paintings, new seeds for flower pots, estate tags. Like they said, Yojimbo is now in the gold sauce. This actually made me laugh when I read it. The Slice is Right really put a smile on my face this morning. Yeah. The timing for gates is... I didn't actually see this. The timing for gates has been adjusted. So every hour on the hour, it'll pick between one of these, I think. The skin change we can believe in has been removed. Good, I hated that one. That one was awful. I'm skipping over Dome and Mahjong. I don't care about that. Now, this actually makes a huge deal. And this actually, I think, is to tie in with the whole New Game Plus. Oh, I'm sorry. I almost scrolled it off a little bit. This kind of ties in with the whole New Game Plus thing. Scenario mode has been added to the trust system. Using scenario mode, you may challenge new main scenario dungeons with avatar NPCs that appear in the latest quests of the main scenario. While in scenario mode, nobody gains experience, which is cool because I said, like, you can't reuse Lina and the Crystal Exarch in Holminster once you do it, which, by the way, if you've been paying attention, you might notice something in this picture, which will be pretty interesting. The following actions and adjustments have been made to performance actions. You can have a metronome. This is actually pretty cool. I don't really care too much about ensemble mode. Okay. You can mute performers. I'm alright with that. The following additions and adjustments have been made to the Wondrous Tales. Eden's Gate has been added, and then prizes have been changed. Yeah, I didn't do the Garo collab. It's too late. At this point, it ends in 3 days, and this game might not even be playable on Monday. So, forget it. But as you know, we're coming up on my favorite part of this, which is the battle system. Like, pretty much, I looked through this, everything that they talked about in the live letter pretty much is what happened here. So what they're trying to do for tanks, I'm going to go through each one of them, but what they're trying to do for tanks is, in general, they want to reduce the amount of panic weaving, I guess, because I panic weave a lot sometimes. And also just make taking tank busters easier. So Sentinel has been increased from 10 to 15. Vengeance has been increased from... That's the only paladin change. Vengeance has been increased from 10 to 15. Holmgang has gone from 6 to 8. And Ron Tuition has gone from 5 to 6. This is going to be pretty spicy, I think. Now, they didn't mention this in the live letter thing, but as you can see, Shadow Wall and Nebula have also had their durations increased. So it's across the board. I was a little panicked because I remember what they were talking about. Oh, Gunbreaker and Warrior will have theirs increased, and I was kind of annoyed. I was like, oh, wait a minute. But that didn't happen, so I'm okay with that. Now we get to basically, tanks have not gotten many changes. I guess because they're all in a pretty good spot. They don't see them as necessary to change too much. So moving beyond that, you can, I mean, everyone here can read English, or I'm assuming you can. But Pugilist and Monk, they're changing Rockbreaker. Now, instead of Rockbreaker being a cone in front of you, it's just going to be a circle around you. Similarly to how, what's the first one? Armor the Destroyer and what the hell is it called? The spin move on Raptor form. I can't remember. I'm switching to Monk. It annoys me. What the fuck is this called? 4-Point Fury. Yeah, 4-Point Fury is what it's called. I was about to say Tiger Strike for some reason. I have no clue why. But both of those are spin moves, so I guess to make it... Yo, PlayStation, you good? Holy shit. To make it consistent, they're all going to be circular moves. Mantra has been reduced from 20 to 10. They said they were going to nerf that. Anatman will now trigger the cooldown of weapon skills upon execution and cannot be executed during weapon skill cooldown. It's basically on the GCD, and my understanding is that they want to try to reduce people fishing for extra grease lightning stacks. I don't know if this will do that because, like you heard on when I was raiding, they talked a little bit about it, but maybe it'll work. I don't know. I personally don't do that. I'm not a high-level monk. I'm not an any-level monk. I can just kind of play the class. But moving on. Dragoon's Blood of the Dragon has had its recast timer reduced from 30 to 25 seconds, meaning that since the cooldown is 30 seconds, since the duration of Blood of the Dragon, at least at maximum level, is 30 seconds, and the cooldown is now 25, you'll be able to infinitely stim yourself around the 5-second or less mark, meaning you can keep your stacks of Blood of the Eye of the Dragon. Gerskogel has had its potency increased, Mirage Dive has had its potency increased, and Stardiver has had its potency increased. That's cool. Here's where we get to the big one. And if I have a little bit of water, I'd like to quickly take a... Nope, that's empty. Thank you. I'd like to take a sip before I get into this. Okay. Mug has had a slight increase in recast timer. Here's the big one. Potency on trick attack has been increased to 350. Vulnerability up effect no longer requires execution from enemies' rear, so it now has built-in True North. The effect potency has been reduced by half, and the effect duration has been increased from 10 to 15 seconds. So they did exactly what they said they would. I'm not really going to go into it. I'm not a theory crafter either, so I'm not going to go too in-depth with any of this. Especially for classes I literally don't play at a high level. Aeolian Edge has had damage boosted. Shadowfang is another big one, and then obviously the Mudra is after that. Shadowfang has had its base potency increase. It's no longer comboed off of Spinning Edge. The damage over time has been changed to an additional effect, which my understanding is that... Oh, the combo bonus damage over time. Yeah, so it just does damage over time now. It's not because it's no longer in a combo, my bad. So what it will do is now it will deal extra potency. It'll last for 6 seconds longer. Does not have a recast timer with any other actions. And it will no longer interrupt combos. And the recast timer, and try not to fall out of your seat, has been increased from 2.5 seconds to 70. So it has about a 40... I think I did the math when I was in class today. It was like a 43% uptime. I'm not going to do the math on 30 divided by 70. But it's slightly under 50% is the new amount of time this will be up. I'm not a huge fan of this. I kind of like the gameplay of trying to keep up a dot. I mean, that's kind of what Paladin does and a lot of other classes do, and I kind of like that about Ninja. Oh well. Ten, Chi, and Jin have had their duration increased from 5 to 6 seconds. That's how long a Mudra is active after you've hit the first Mudra. Now, each of them, I guess, has 2 charges, and they trigger the cooldown of weapon skills, Mudra, and ninjutsu upon execution. So they're now on the GCD, as they said they would. Weapon skills will now also trigger the cooldown for them. The recast timer for them has been increased from 0.5 seconds to 20, and the Mudra status effect will no longer be renewed by consecutive inputs of a Mudra action. So, in other words, you cannot stim yourself by delaying your Mudra anymore, which is unfortunate. I've been doing that for years at this point. Ninjutsu, recast timer is no longer triggered when ninjutsu is executed or when a Mudra timer runs out. Now it triggers the cooldown of everything else, and that's pretty much the literal story of everything you see here. So what's interesting to me, though, is that Hyoten has had its potency increased. And the reason I think that they've done this, when normally you already know how Hyoten goes, is it's never used unless you're using... what's the move called? Hyosho Ranryu. is because I guess if you end up in a situation where you can use Hyoton, it's technically not a complete DPS loss now. It's basically like hitting under old Raitun. Raitun's been increased, Katon has been increased, Fuma's Shuriken has gone to 500, so technically Fuma is still a better option, so it didn't really move anywhere. Hutun, Dotun has, okay. Suitun is now 600? I mean, it's not Raitun levels, but that is a lot of damage. Kasatsu no longer resets the ninjutsu recast timer. Charges have been removed. It allows the execution of a single ninjutsu without consumption of mudra charges. And it has a cooldown of 15 seconds? Alright, I don't know how this class is going to play. And I'm not really too interested in it anymore. But that's pretty interesting. Armor Crush combo potency has been increased from 380 to 400. I'm not sure what this Dream Within a Dream change is. I think it's for the Assassinate timer, because Dream Within a Dream is just an attack that you do. Let me take a look. I'm sorry, real quick. Yeah, grants Assassinate Ready for 10 seconds. So Assassinate Ready will now be 15 seconds, giving you more time to choose when to use it. Hellfrog Medium has had its potency reduced. However, currently it does 50% less for all remaining enemies. So you do 400 for the first. And who just ran by me? What the hell? Oh, I've never played with that guy in ages. Is this even really a change, to be honest? It just does a flat 200 to everybody. I think the reason why is because you're able to use it more now because the Ninki cost has been reduced. So now it just does 200 to everything it hits. Bava Kakra will now hit for 300 as opposed to 800. It feels bad. I actually really enjoy using it a lot. Tenshi Gen, they already said what they're going to do with this. It just basically allows you to hit your way through your Mudra combo instead of having to use Mudra Ninjutsu, Mudra Ninjutsu, Mudra Ninjutsu. Meisui will now get 50, but it will now have a double cast timer. Ugh. Goka Mekyaku is 400 to 750. 1,200. They doubled how good that is. Bunshin. Oh, you know why? Because you have to use Kasatsu to activate this. That's why. That's probably still the same. Shukiho will do 6 to 5, but this will be 8 to 10. The requirement has been changed from landing 8 weapon skill or successfully completing any combo to landing Shadowfang or completing a combo with the remaining 2. I like some of these ninja changes, and by the way, this might be the most I've seen a class get changed. To be fair, they split up everything. But these are some, like, this is like a wall in and of itself of changes to this class. I'm not a huge fan of some of it. I mean, like, I do like playing ninja. It's pretty fun. So I'm not interested. But what I will give them credit for is that they are willing to completely shake the foundation of a class right before Ultimate comes out in the middle of an expansion. That, I don't think they would have done that before. So I'll give them credit for them. By the way, we still got way more. There's a lot of DPS changes. So maybe I shouldn't take too long, I guess, on everything. Meditate will now work the way they said it would. You have a maximum stack of 3. It no longer falls off, so you just gain stacks as you fight. And it now triggers the cooldown of weapon skills upon... Or, well, Meditate now triggers it, so who cares? Hagakure, they do this, I think, to stop people from fishing as soon as combat begins. Kenki increase will now be changed from 5 to 10 per sen used. Tsubame Gaeshi will now be affected by skill speed, which is nice because it currently just has a very flat timer. Shoha will now be used at 3 stacks, so like they said, they want people to use Shoha. Higanbana, Tenkagokin, Midare Setsugeka, Kaeshi Higanbana, Kaeshi Gokin, and Kaeshi Setsugeka will all grant meditation stacks. So this is how you're getting them primarily, is every 3 usages of any EI jutsu will give it to you. Meikyo Shishui will now display the number of weapon skills that can be done. They said about what's it called? Black Mage's triple cast. And then they removed a little bit of the combo potencies from some of these things. And Fuga will be bigger and have a bigger cone, which is nice. Bard got basically put somewhere back to where they were before. So Mage's Ballad will now increase party members' damage within 30 alms by 1%. Army's Paeon will now grant 3% direct hit rate. And Wanderer's Minuet will now increase songs by 2% critical hit rate. Sidewinder got buffed. Troubadour and pretty much all the ranged physical cooldowns have been reduced down to 2 minutes instead of 3. Apex Arrow will now increase from 500 up to 600, but will start at 120. Damage over times have been reduced, and Refulgent Arrow has been slightly reduced because, again, they kind of want Machinist to be the big dick DPS of that entire roster. So Tactician is down to 2 minutes, and the rest of this is just combo potency increases to keep Machinist more competitive with its competition. Flamethrower will now trigger the global cooldown, and it's now affected by skill speed. Cascade, once again, potency increases for Dancer. Shield Samba and Curing Waltz will do more. That's pretty much that. Black Mage, the only thing of note is, the only thing here is triple cast, like they said, so it's like Meikyo Shishui. I don't really know anything about Summoner, so I can't really comment too much because I don't really play it too well. Eggy Assault, because I'm going with the way that I heard it said last. Eggy Assault will now be a spell as opposed to an ability, meaning that it's on the GCD, so you don't weave it as much. Or I'm sorry, I don't know if it's instant and on the GCD, I assume it is. In which case that means it's more space for you to weave your festers and all that other stuff. Pain Flare has been reduced a bit. Dreadworm, Ruin, Bio. I like this, kinda. I'm still never gonna play this class. Let's just say that most of these are potency increases. Glittering Topaz. What? Oh, this is the Titan thing. Okay. Barrier Strength has been increased if you're using Titan at all, which is nice. I know that Titan is kind of the pet that you don't, like, there's not really too much to do with it at the moment. But that's pretty nice. Wormwave can now be executed immediately after being summoned. And Enhanced Bane will now always extend the duration of Miasma and Bio. Always, as opposed to, I think it was a 15%. It will always do it now. Now, this is what I do like. Acceleration will give you 3 stacks, basically, for the next 3 Verthunder, Verflare, Verarrow, and Verholy casts. It will last 20 seconds, and it will have 20 seconds extra on its CD. So basically, it's now on a 1-minute cooldown. Well, 55 seconds isn't a minute, but whatever. We can pretend that it is. Molinet, Enchanted Molinet, Contra 6. Well, this is nice for dungeons. You can use that. The rest of it is just potency buffs, and that's pretty much it. White Mage will have Asylum's radius increased, as they said. The range and radius increased. The effect of Temperance is now applied immediately, which they're getting good at this, by the way. A lot of moves didn't used to have this, and now they do. Like, Passage of Arms was the first one, I think, that got this kind of love. And now it's I mean, I guess if you play Paladin, it's pretty good. Seraph must now wait 2 seconds after being summoned to begin executing actions, but the duration has been increased to compensate. Consolation recast time increased to 30, so there's no way you're getting in an extra one by, like, any measure of good internet. Astrologian has had a few changes. I think this is it, actually. And then roll actions. So Combust and Combust 2, Combust 3 will all have their potencies increased. Malefic 4 at least, has had its potency increased. Essential Dignity has been buffed. They want to reduce stuff for Nocturnal Sect, so that's here, and it's also for Collective Unconscious. The thing I like, I originally didn't like this, but after reading it and thinking about it all day, I kind of agree with it. Minor Arcana, instead of being a button you push to change your card, will automatically change into whatever lady or lord you need to play. What else? Oh, God. The effects of this action have been revamped. Collective Unconscious now functions as follows. Creates a celestial ring around the caster. In Diurnal, it reduces damage taken by 10% and applies Wheel of Fortune to self and any party member who enter. It basically gives regen and a cure potency of 100 for 15 seconds. Nocturnal Sect grants healing over time and applies Wheels of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune to self and any party members. It reduces damage taken, I guess, by a further 10%. For 20 seconds. Did I read that right? Yeah, the regen lasts a bit longer, I guess. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm fucking up right now. Same as before, cancels auto attack. Effect ends on using another action. Can only be executable under the effect of either sect. The radius has been increased. The recast timer has been reduced by 30 seconds. I didn't read that before. That's pretty sweet. And like they said, reprisal will now affect all nearby enemies, and it will last 10 seconds as opposed to 6. Rescue has been reduced down to 2 minutes. I can only imagine this is going to be used in Ultimate somehow. Enhanced Outburst has been added, which increases the potency of a... Oh, this guy's a bitch. Let's see. Enhanced Tri-Disaster has been removed because if you scroll up, I already covered it. Enhanced Bane will now automatically do that, and Ruination has been removed. I'm sorry, that's not what Enhanced Tri-Disaster did. Enhanced Tri-Disaster... Fuck, I don't even remember what it does. I haven't touched this class since Stormblood. I'll be completely honest with everyone. I haven't touched it. Extends the duration of Ruination to 30 seconds. Yeah, because Ruination is being removed. That doesn't need to exist anymore. Help text for certain actions, traits, and status effects have been adjusted. Their effects have not been changed, but they, again, don't list any, so it's impossible to know what it is until randomly we figure that out. The display of resource costs with action icons has been adjusted as follows. What the fuck is this music? White Mage, Lily, and Blood Lily costs no longer are displayed on action icons. Minimum battery gauge costs will now be displayed on action icons, namely your turret or the queen. Red Mage, Black, and White mana costs will now be displayed on action. What the hell? That's going to be interesting. Gunbreaker cartridge costs will now be displayed. That's just ones on like 3 abilities, but whatever. Dancer fourfold feather costs will now be no longer displayed. A bunch of job gauge sound changes. Ugh. I'm actually surprised some of these don't have it. I know the Gunbreaker doesn't because I've been playing it long enough. I kind of don't need it, really. It doesn't help me that much. But yeah, they got things when your stuff reaches 100. Dancer gains fourfold feather. That could be annoying, in my opinion, because depending on how it procs, you might constantly get that noise over and over again. The change in the display of the balance gauge and the sound effect play when reaching 30 and 30 has been changed to trigger when reaching 80 and 80. And that's pretty much it. Pets will now show up in the party list. They can't be targeted, but you can look at them. Apparently Demi-Phoenix could be targeted somehow. I don't care about the... I actually have the perfect clip.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
I don't care about any of the Blue Mage stuff, I'm sorry. The success rate of learning actions from enemies has been increased. The success rate of learning actions from enemies will be increased further when entering duties synced. Using Blue Mage spells that incapacitate self will now apply the Brush with Death. Oh, shit! Well, I guess it's too late to farm the Good Samaritan thing. Unless I get fucking Max to do it, I'll pay him for it with in-game currency. And, yeah. You can now filter Blue Mage spell. I don't care. A new dungeon, the Grand Cosmos, has been at. Now this looks nice. I like this. Players may enter the dungeon with trust NPCs. Now, my understanding is that you'll be able to use the scenario mode in order to play this dungeon, because it's part of the scenario. So it'll temporarily level up whoever's with me to 80. Therefore, I don't have to spend the next 48 hours of my life playing Outer Worlds and hating myself and grinding trusts. I'm hoping, because if not, I mean, it's not like it's the end of the world. I just want to play each dungeon once as a single player experience, you know? I think that's more fun in my opinion. I kind of like that. Let's see. Now this, I've been saying this since like literally late Heaven's Ward. Let me take another sip. Big sips. Minimum item level requirements have been added to the following dungeons. Basically every leveling dungeon for all the expansions. So no more will I have a healer come into the leveling roulette. Oh, I'm level 76 and we're in Malika's Well or Katana Ravel. Oh, but by the way, I haven't updated my gear since level 68 or something, or level 70. And it's like, well, you obviously are not going to keep us alive. That won't happen, ideally, won't happen anymore, because now they have mandated that you have at least 5 item levels between dungeons. Good. And I know that some people might say, well, that's extra work, it's extra time. I'm going to kind of be an asshole here and say that that's just how RPGs are. You have to dedicate time to getting better gear and leveling up your classes. Like, that's just how video games are as a whole. Unless, like, this isn't one of those games where you can just do, like, weird challenge runs or whatever. And just kind of cruise through on that. This is a game, like a lot of other games, where you have to level up. You have to do things. You have to get better gear. You have to, just in general, put effort in. I don't know how else to put it. That's like how every RPG I've ever played goes. You get better gear, you re-equip stuff. Hades Elegy has been added. Oh, this was this background in it before? I don't think so. Item level 450 or above. With a level 80 Disciple of War Magic. Speak to the Minstrelling Wanderer. The adjustments have... Okay. This is the culmination of what they did last time. I'm so fucking glad this is the thing. When the Mughals are present on the field, damage dealt to the good King Mogul Mog the 12th cannot exceed a certain threshold. So you can no longer push him to killing you. Thank God. I've been playing this game for 4 years, and I cannot tell you how many times that has become a fucking thing. Where people just don't know, don't care, forget, whatever you want to say, accidentally push us to dying, because you can push this man to enrage. I don't know why it was in the game on the normal version. Again, it says hard, it's really just normal. I don't know why it was in there in the first place, but whatever. Weekly restriction on rewards in Eden's Gate has been removed, which is nice. The number of Blade of Early Antiquity required for exchange has been reduced from 7 to 4. How many do I even have this week? I think I spent all of mine last week, so I have none. As a result, oh, here we go. And I said, I posted about this when I was talking in my Discord, when I saw it earlier today. This, in case you're unaware, what's apparently been the thing is that there's a certain phase, I think if Titan uses his car phase first, the fight ends up being shorter by a certain amount. Whereas if he, or you could say it the other way around, if he does one of them first, the fight ends up being longer, and if he does the other, it ends up being shorter. Which is obviously unfair, because if he does the longer mechanic first, you're more likely to win, because you have, I don't know how much extra time, but the point is you have extra time. It's noticeable extra time. So they have fixed that. I guess now he'll just stand around and wait for a few seconds. I don't know how it'll work. But what they even really did, the timing of mechanics in all Savage encounters. I think this is also for the Quietus in E2, because I think you can skip or add an extra quietus depending on... We don't even see those anymore. But I think you could skip or add an extra one depending on how much DPS you're doing. They put this line in. And usually when I say that they put this line in, it's a bad thing. This is actually a good thing. I actually like that they put this in. They didn't need to, but they know it means a lot to people who do raid. It does piss people off when random stuff happens. I respect them for this. I like this. And I'm not saying that they have to do it. I'm just saying that because they did it, my heart goes out to them. I respect them. I do believe that they made a mistake. And, I mean, it wasn't an awful mistake, but it was a mistake. And they say, we apologize for this inconvenience and we will do our utmost to ensure issues do not occur again. Such issues. And I love that. I love this team. Shadowbringers has been nothing but an amazing expansion. Other than a few a few gripes I have with certain things from it. A lot of which stem from Stormblood. Okay, I'll test that in a minute. I've loved this expansion from day one, and I really respect them a lot. Copied Factory, which is the Alliance raid with Yoko Taro, item level 355. Same as before. You receive what coin? Upon complete Copied Factory, you can also earn a separate reward once per week, 2 cracked Stella clusters and 1 manufactured coin. Can be used to get Deep Shadow stuff. The items required to enhance equipment purchased with tomestones, coating, and twine can be purchased from the Crucerium with sacks of nuts. Oh, shit. That's going to be good. And then you can upgrade them with either or. Players will now receive the power of the Echo in the event all party members are incapacitated during the following trials. Any of the story ones for Shadowbringers, either of the Old Extremes, or Born Monastery. You can now undersize party option to participate in the Great Hunt and the Great Hunt Extreme. You can now interrupt Malice and Deep Dungeons. Here we go. My favorite place. I actually said even a few days ago, I really miss Eureka a little bit. I think part of it is because I used to stream it and just kind of waste time. But some of this, I won't even be mad about it because it happened so long ago when I beat Eureka. The Echo will take effect upon entering it, increasing everything you do, except in Baldesian Arsenal. It's now easier to spawn notorious monsters, which could mean a lot for a lot of them, to be fair. Because some of them, if you remember, took 20 minutes to spawn. Story completion is no longer required to ride mounts. Ugh. Requirements for spawning certain elite marks have been adjusted. Resistances of certain monsters has been adjusted. This is completely ambiguous. Who even knows what that means? Exploratory missions have been removed. The following adjustments have been made in accordance with the above. They will no longer appear in the timers window. They will no longer appear as a duty in the party finder menu. Achievements related to exploratory missions will no longer be obtainable. So, I don't know what I'm missing out on. I guess I never will know. Hades Elegy has been added to the Raid Finder. Dancing Plague Extreme and Crown of the Immaculate Extreme have been moved to the Duty Finder. The Unending Coil of Bahamut Ultimate and the Weapons Refrain Ultimate have been added to a new Ultimate Raids category. The duties listed within Duty Roulette Expert have been changed. They're just adding the Grand Cosmos. So the requirement to enter has gone up. The following duties have been added to Duty Roulette Mentor, the Grand Cosmos Copy Factory. The level's gone up. Stone Sky Sea. Enmity generated by Chocobos. Alright, skipping PvP. Apparently this gear... This is the dungeon gear, apparently. This gear is from the design contest. I actually want to open this tab. Because I actually want to see, how do you do this? It's time to celebrate their ideal gear for melee and physical range DPS. Long and hard deliberation. All the entries were astonishing. So I think, yeah, this is the winner, which will be implemented in the game. It's basically Metal Gear Rising, which is why I really like it. He says, thank you to everyone who participated. The runners-up the Whispering Dragon set. I like that they do this. I think that's really kind of cool. It's nice that they do this. I actually like this. This is nice. Oh, I like this. At least the color. This kind of honestly looks like Tails style stuff. I kind of like that. Probably would never use it though. The badass look is great. This is cool. What is this? I mean, this looks good. I like that. Yeah. Oh, this is the grand prize winner for range DPS. Oh shit, good. I love this. This is fucking good. I like that. I would actually use this. The way this gear feels, both Oriental and Angelic, is great. Okay. Once again, all of these are good. I have no artistic talent, so I couldn't even begin to mention or talk about this. So the grand prize winner is the implementation and a set of 5 in-game items. I guess they're unique. Yeah, they're showing some of them. That's pretty cool. In the event that an entry other than grand prize entry is deemed excellent, they may choose to implement it in the future. That's nice. I like everything about this. I think it's PvP. So I think the ranged DPS one will come later, if I'm not mistaken then. New recipes have been added. Stuff expired. Items may be done differently. Crafters. Holy shit. Wait, steady hands being removed? Okay, I'm confused. I have... Alright, maybe I gotta read this. Final appraisal. The next action I would complete item synthesis will instead leave 1 progress point remaining. Effect active for 5 steps. Oh, so... it basically is a last-ditch ability to prevent you from failing a craft. I think. Oh, you know what it is? Okay, I know what this is for. Never mind. What this will do is, you can use this if you're going to finish a craft, and you can then further work on your, what's the word I'm looking for? Your quality. And this way, whenever you're done working on quality, like, oh, this is my last step, you know, you don't have to think, well, wait, do I have enough to be able to get this done, or how is that going to work? You could just use whatever, including careful synthesis. Reflect, I guess, is now just not going to be bound by, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm sorry, I'm not a crafter. I only craft to make barely any money, to be honest. It's not going to be not a synthesis. What's the fucking thing? A specialist. It's not going to be for specialists. Waste Not 2 is now for everyone. Careful observation. Specialist. Rapid synthesis now required at an earlier level. Tricks of the trade now required at an earlier level. Ingenuity for the next 5. Ooh, okay. So they're changing this from lowering the recipe to increasing the effectiveness of touch and synthesis actions. Innovation will now function as follows. Increase the synthesis by 20. Oh, I think they're nerfing it. For the next 4 steps. No longer shares a cap with Inner Quiet. Okay. Muscle memory. Only available on the first step. Additional effect is... Okay. Great strides. It's not double, it's just an additive of 100. I'm not sure how that changes it. I think it changes it a little bit based on how math works out. I couldn't tell you how, because I'm not a math major. I'm not good at math at all. They already nerfed Name of the Elements. That's pretty funny. Basic synthesis will now always work. Basic touch will now always work. Master's Men got buffed. Standard touch will now always work. Oh. I guess that's why they're changing Steady Hand and Steady Hand 2, which are getting removed. They're making it so pretty much everything has a 100% success rate. So Precise Touch, Prudent Touch, and Preparatory Touch. They're all getting buffed to 100. So there's no more you have to use steady hit. Oh god, that would have made my life so much fucking easier back in the day. They're removing the specialty ones too. I guess they're done with that. Massive fucking changes to gatherers. Oh, careful synth. Well, I mean, I guess this makes sense, right? This is gonna fuck my macros up. Holy shit, I gotta redo every single macro. Comfort zone's going away. Innovation? Oh, no, it's being changed. It's a new innovation. Manipulation, piece by piece, ingenuity 2. This sucks. My hotbar is gonna be terrible. Manipulation's now just manipulation. Careful synthesis 3 is now just careful synthesis. I thought they were getting rid of it. The following crafter action names of adjusted. Did I say they're getting rid of careful synthesis? Yeah, I didn't see it here. Did I? No. I have no clue. Whatever. New traits have been added. Basic synthesis. I gotta do my stupid classes. This is stupid. Stroke of Genius got removed. I never got this on any of my characters. I never did it. Overall experience points gained for crafting classes has been increased. The detailed recipe log, as you can see, they did talk about that. They also want to show you how you can get all this stuff for different things, which is nice. Quick synthesis will no longer fail, provided you meet the recommended craftsmanship requirement. Increases to control will now provide reasonable improvements of the chance of receiving high quality. When using quick synthesis to craft more than one of an item, the time required per synthesis have been reduced. Okay. Soul of the Crafter now increases CP by 15. Items are used only for collectible exchanges will always be collectibles. Desynthesis can no longer fail, which is another big thing because it had a very high failure rate. The combined total level limit has been removed. Desynthesis levels can no longer go down, and it is possible to level desynthesis to maximum for all classes. When your desynthesis level is higher than that of the item you are desynthing, the number of items yielded is increased, and there's a chance to procure rare items. That's nice. I like that they did this, because it prevents people from being gated based on what they want to level up and down. That's nice. Like they said before, they're changing Sneak for all gatherers. It's, I guess it's no longer going to have tiers of, what's the word? Tiers of, trait tiers. It's just going to work up to 4 levels above your own. It will no longer hinder movement speed and can be used when riding mounts, which is both new things. 12's bounty. Increases elemental shard and young. Okay, whatever. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, see, stealth is what it was before. Now it's sneak. All of these are going away. Wow. This has been around for a long time. Auto sneak automatically activates upon sneak upon changing your class to botanist, miner, and fisher. Automatically activates truth of the mountains upon changing your class. Yeah, see, so there's no reason. Wait, what was Toil of the Mountaineer then? Yeah, I don't know. So I no longer have to have macros for this. It's just automatically going to turn on. Ward of the 12. Yeah, I don't really care too much. Yeah, see, we were getting to some really ridiculous amounts of stealth. Stealth thing. We got up to 12. Overall experience points for gathering has been changed. Enable quick gathering. Allows you to continuously gather from a specific slot until all gathering attempts have been exhausted. Cannot be used for guild leaves, unspoiled nodes, ephemeral nodes, legendary nodes, or favors. This is nice if you just want to hit stuff until you level. That's pretty nice. When viewing an item for the first time, the gathering rate will no longer be lowered. Items not recorded will no longer appear as unknown. They'll have an icon. That's so fucking nice, man. I'm in love with everything in this. It's so nice to read this. It just really is invigorating, honestly. The level required to equip the following items have been lowered. Yeah, you can still see all this stuff. Okay. They lowered all the levels to see nodes. Items at unspoiled and legendary nodes will no longer appear out of reach. That is a big thing. It means you no longer have to waste time doing it and looking it up. You can actually just harvest the fucking things. Believe it or not. Kaishir has custom deliveries. So this is the new custom deliveries, which will be nice. Players can gain the ability to cast glamours on Kaishir. Yeah, once again, like with what the other lady. This is the Hades mount. I have no clue how you get this mount. This is the lion from, not Sorkai. The following mounts can now be used to fly without completing the quest, I Believe I Can Fly. So all the chocobos. New chocobo barding. Minions. Is that goldfish? Yeah, it is. The item exchange upgrade crafted. Yeah, whatever. Alright, and that's pretty much the end of that. So Hades, you'll be able to get Tenkyu, etc. for everything now. And that's pretty much it. You can add to the favorites. Oh, this is nice. Up to 100 items can be added to the favorites list. The favorites list will not be cleared after server maintenance. It can be viewed even when visiting other worlds. This is very different from the wish list that we have today, which gets cleared after server maintenance. This is a thing of the past. This is going away. Or this is coming in. The other one's going away. Fellowships, which is basically what, cross-world link shells, I think. Kinda. Following adjustments have been made to gear exchange vendors. You now have a filter to view for specific classes and jobs. Display when receiving 2 or more items in exchange has been adjusted. Okay. I'll look into fellowships later. I'm not too interested in that. Clear distinction will be set between battle mentors and trade mentors. Okay. Character lighting. Current item level will now be displayed in the duty finder. Duties that have been Oh, you could record these? Why can you... Yeah, the recording thing, this has kind of been a failure. That's like the one thing I think off the top of my head that's just been a complete disaster. Party leader will no longer change when entering a duty without role restrictions. Following adjustment made to party finder. Can now blacklist other players. Recruitment listings will no longer display. Okay. The following measures have been taken in anticipation of congestion during the release. Okay. You no longer will be logged out due to inactivity, I'm sorry, and field instances will be removed, which is nice, because I could even show you, if we were to go to East Shroud, which is where the Gunbreaker quest starts, it's like 5, 7, and maybe like 10 people, and that's on a good day when people are actually in it. So I understand why they did it. It's just nice. I can basically AFK all day now. Pretty sweet. Transparency setting has been added to the cross hotbar. Mount roulette cannot... I didn't even know this couldn't be used when you're swimming or underwater. I don't use it anyway, so... Default positioning. Cannot save the cursor position. Cannot be reset by pressing RB or R1 plus L3. I didn't know. Oh, that's going to be added. Okay. Class and job actions will now be set to the hotbar or cross hotbar automatically when logging in without a saved hotbar or cross hotbar. Okay. I told you this was a long one. The Fellowship and Fellowship Finder. New battle voices for players have been added. The game client is now compatible with Logitech LightSync. Overall sound input has been low. Output has been lowered. Okay. And I think... Yeah, and this is the last thing. Oh! Look at this! The Windows version... Oh, it's only for a while. The server status display on the launcher will now be synced with that found on Lodestone. So it says here, the Windows version will have a brief transition period where you may freely switch between the old and new launcher layouts. The option to switch will be found in the config. I just don't like how bright it is. I know that might be a little bit, like, kind of what the fuck, but I just like the way it is now. Dark, very, chill, but whatever. And that's it. That's the end of it. We're at the bottom. So what do I think about a lot of this stuff? I mean, where do I even begin to recap? This is probably almost as many changes as 5.0. Let's scroll back. Wait, what was this? Saxonuts? Okay. I don't even know if I could sufficiently go through everything. So let me just go back up to the class changes, because that's pretty much what I can talk about, because I've probably talked at this point as long, if not longer, than my fucking raid. So I like the fact that they upped all the high-level cooldowns. It gives you an extra sort of freedom to weave and maneuver. Home gang, I feel like they need to buff Living Dead, I guess is all I'll say. How long is Superbolide? 8 seconds. It's basically on par with Superbolide now, which is kind of ridiculous. It's basically Superbolide with almost half the cooldown, which is, I don't know, it's something. That's all I'll say about that. Monk, I like the Rock Breaker change. The Anatman change won't affect me because I don't really even play Monk like that. Stimming with Blood of the Dragon, good. Ninja, you either like it or you don't. I gotta see. I like the Tenchi Gen change. There's one other thing in here I like too. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. I'm trying to move on. Tsumami Gaeshi. Hagakure, I'm so glad you're back. I was really sad when they removed it. I'm glad it's back and they're keeping it around by buffing it. I like that Shoho can actually be used now. I like that they're not just leaving moves as like dead moves that you almost never use depending on a fight. I think they're trying to kick that for good. They want to make it so that way stuff can pretty much almost always be used no matter what. And I think that they're really making an effort towards moving towards that. Bard, I like that the songs, you're not just a ranger anymore, you're actually a bard. You're singing to buff your party. Even if it's just small numbers, it means something, so I like that. Machinist is basically numbers. I can't speak to anything in Summoner. I kind of like the Red Mage numbers, and that's pretty much it. Reprisal, this will be helpful when you're doing dungeons. I wonder if the animation is going to be different, too, since it's, you know. And this thing looks nice. I like the Grand Cosmos. I hope I can do it with Trust. See, it says over here, players may enter with Trust NPCs. Obviously, I don't think that they would put that and then make it so they have to be 80, right? Especially since we have the scenario thing, which I'm not scrolling up to see. And I think this patch has the potential to be really kick-ass. I think this is going to be a great patch. Not to mention the Expert Roulette. I actually said this numerous times. Our current Expert Roulette is fucking Kino. It's amazing. You have Amarat, which is amazing story. The Twinning, which is like a typical kind of dungeon. And Academia Anidur. I can never say this name right. Which is smooth jazz. I like that this, like, you're basically entering an amazing musical orchestra with this Expert Roulette. Probably one of my favorite Expert Roulettes I've had since 3.4, I guess. Not that Gimlet was bad, it's just that when you get Gimlet every fucking day, you don't like it anymore. And that's pretty much it. I don't want to say for the stream. This guy might not be home for an hour, so I might not stream it, honestly. Because he's always kind of late coming home because he has a huge commute. So I might not stream it. Once again, I'm really glad that we got it all done and done today. That's pretty nice, so now we don't have to worry about anything. We don't have to rush. Pretty much today was like the best raid day we've had ever. One pulled everything. I don't care if I fucking die. Let's be real here. Whatever. I don't give a shit. As long as we clear... Oh, Twitch, what did you do? Okay. Twitch! What the fuck? Hold on. Why is Twitch, like, super delayed? Okay. You're scaring me, man. You absolutely are fucking scaring me. Alright, well, I don't know. I've talked a lot. I'm kind of tired. Maybe I should just fucking dip. Glad I have my Dark Knight shit, though. That's pretty nice. I kind of just want to mess around, though. I think since he's not here, and I'm not getting an ETA from him, I might just call it for today. And you know what? That's fine with me because I like ending streams on a good note. I couldn't think of a better note to end on than we did super fucking well. Everything we wanted to do was done. Everyone got what they wanted. Basically, we just need one more week to get Ket's the mount, and then that's it. I'll fuck Titan and fuck the rest of that tier. I didn't like this tier. And I wasn't lying when I told Ira and the rest of them I only did it for the glamour. I wasn't lying. I really only did. But you know what? At the end of the day, I had a good time and I learned a lot about a bunch of different classes. And it was something I wouldn't say was a waste of time, and it wasn't only for glamour at the end. You know, I went in only for one thing, I came out only for one thing. Or with more than one thing, I'm sorry. So, that's kind of the end of that. I got not much more to really to say, so. In any event, it's been a good weekend. I'll see you guys. And obviously, I gotta play the new sound clips on the way out. What the fuck do you think this is?
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
How's he gonna beat me?
Why are you saying stuff like
Tell
this?
me how's he gonna beat me.
Why are you doing this? Why are you? Is this another marketing tool of
Check
yours?
this out.
Oh
if you
my
take Steph
God.
Curry,
how do you, something is wrong with you,
yes,
sir. Why would you say something so blasphemous?
This man was a bona fide scrub. He can't play. No disrespect whatsoever, but I'm sorry to tell everybody the truth. The man cannot play the game.
I'm gonna hope that he's lying, Max Kellerman, because if this happens, if this happens, Max, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. I just don't know. I just don't know. Go ahead, Max. Go ahead. I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Jerry.
I mean, this is look, man. I am suffering. It's hard to take. How many years?
Hey, what happened to your balls? You should be playing with them.
Forgot to bring him with me. Sorry.
You've got to be kidding me!
How? What game were you watching? Weed. Stay off the weed. You want to sit there and stay on the weed? Stay off the weed. Stay off the damn weed. And they don't listen.